2012年3月30日，本赛季中国男子篮球职业联赛最后一场的总决赛在北京五棵松体育场开战。在上赛季排名第8的北京队对决7冠王广东队，最终结果令全场球迷为之狂热。北京队124比121分击败了广东队，夺得了队史上首个 CBA 总冠军。北京的球迷在为这场久违的胜利欢呼雀跃的同时，他们还一直在高呼着一个人的名字为 MVP 最有价值球员，他就是教练和队员心中的最佳外援马布里。
First of all, congratulations again for the championship.
Thank you.
That's a huge thing.
Thank
I know both for Beijing and for yourself.
Yes.
But first of all, describe to us the feelings for the last a minute and a half when you were sent off the court after the 6 fouls.
Well,
You were surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised because I didn't know that I had 5 fouls. When I was standing on the sideline, I was just like, oh my God, I cannot be out there with my teammates right now to help them. But I had a feeling that we were going to be okay. I just didn't know how. This is the longest minute and a half of my life right now. And
You were not even looking at the mat.
because I couldn't believe that I wasn't on the court, and it was unfamiliar being on the sideline at that time. So normally I'm on the court trying to make a play for us to win, and then this time I was on the sideline watching. But I just was standing. I was on the sideline praying. I was like, oh my God, we gotta win this game. We have to. There's no way we can go back to Guangdong.
That was a very tight game, 121 to 121 when you were sent off the court, and very, very close towards the end. What if Beijing lost?
For myself, being in those moments and embracing those challenges are the best part of playing basketball. There's nothing better than that. And having the opportunity to have shared that with the magnitude of this country's size and all of the people who watched, it was like all of China basically geared up and started to follow us because we were basically taking down the juggernaut of China in basketball.
回顾马布里在美国职业篮球联赛的职业生涯，有过骄人的成绩。他和阿伦·艾弗森、科比·布莱恩特同为 NBA 96季黄金一代的代表人物。马布里当选过全明星，入选过梦之队，有着联盟单挑王和纽约之子的称号。但是在美职篮，他却从未登上过总冠军的领奖台。虽然 CBA 中职篮和美职篮这两个不同赛场上的总冠军在职业水准上尚有差异，但是对于35岁的马布里来说，经历了16年的赛场征战，辗转了8支球队和2块大陆后，这个胜利的到来对于他的意义已经超出了总冠军的奖杯本身。
How long have you missed that?
Man, the last time I felt that was when I was in Phoenix playing in the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs is that's what you play for during the regular season. You play to position yourself in the playoffs so you could try to win the championship.
Yeah. So that's a feeling that you have missed for so long.
Yes.
在美职篮的巅峰时期，马布里球技出众，被看作球队核心，拿着顶级的薪酬。但同时，有些人认为他打球风格太过独断和自我，认为富有和成名使他的内心开始膨胀。
Did you feel misunderstood when the Sports Illustrated back in 2009 when they had this survey of who would be the player they don't want to play with, and you were kind of on the top of the list?
I pay no mind to that. I laughed that human beings would go and take a poll for that. to me it was like, oh, so you really want this is the light you wanna put out to the universe? Okay, cool. Go ahead, go do that. I mean,
but you want to prove
typical.
that they were wrong.
No, I didn't want to prove that they were wrong because I knew I was right. So it wasn't really proving them it was wrong. It was just shutting them up. You know, just basically saying, okay, you still saying that, you saying it, okay. I just know what I got to do. I got to go do something to make you stop talking. I was tired of being what they called me, Lonely Wolf. I hated that name. I hate that name.
Lonely Wolf.
I hate it. But you know, it was okay because I knew I wasn't that player or that person. So it didn't really bother me. I just didn't like that people would ask me about it and say that, you know, your name is Lonely Wolf. I'm like, yeah, I heard that.
Because that's not what you are.
No, that's not who I am. That's not how I play basketball. I was being defined by playing in situations in the NBA.
2007年，当马布里所在的尼克斯队与劲敌太阳城队进行冲击季后赛的关键一战中，他的父亲在看台上突发心脏病被送往医院，教练托马斯却隐瞒了这一情况，直至比赛结束。当马布里赶到医院时，他的父亲已经过世。此后，马布里便与教练交恶，并不断违反队规。而在纽约媒体的笔下，马布里被看作是反面的典型，球队中的毒瘤。
I noticed that you were kneeling down and praying before your team players lifted you up. What were you praying for?
I was just thanking God for giving me the opportunity to be able to rise again at a level where so many people doubted me, so many people put me in a category, whereas I never categorized myself and put myself in a position where I thought...
What kind of category?
That I couldn't win, that I couldn't win a championship, that I couldn't lead a team, so many different things. But, you know, what I've learned throughout the championship run is, one, you can't never listen to what other people say and the doings that take place as far as a collaboration of a group of people. Because whenever there's a group, everyone has to be on the same page in anything that you're doing if you're trying to reach one common goal. And having the opportunity to play with a group of guys who all wanted to do one thing, I mean, and a coach that was like the spearhead of all of what was needed for us. Whenever you get the opportunity to be a part of that and you're able to lead the charge of that, you're basically in a position where you're governing something totally different, which is a movement. And the movement of us trying to win a championship, it took a lot. It took a lot of faith, it took a lot of belief, and everybody was on the same page in doing that. So when I think back of all of the critics in America, of what they said, you know, of why I came to China and what I'm doing in China, I mean, it's so typical of people who aren't even here speaking about something that they've never even seen. And it's like you're talking about something and you don't even know what you're talking about. You're going off of past experiences from 5-6 years ago, which is kind of, to me, is nonsense, because now it's something brand new going on in the present, and you're still talking about what went on in the past to try to pull me down. So I was just giving thanks to God for allowing my mind to stay focused and stay intact to do what was just done. And I was so humbled and appreciative of my teammates' support of this whole season, because they knew what I wanted. They knew the goal. They knew that I was working towards that because they were able to see it every day.
Wow, so much was going on at this one moment.
Yeah, a lot.
Right. But I could see that the whole family shared this joy and the rebirth of a person. But I would guess that you also wish to share that moment with your late father, if that's possible.
Yes, I wish I could have. But I believe
God's hands.
I believe his spirit was right there with me, and losing my father, it took a really big toll on my life. You know, it was either gonna break me or it was gonna make me, because of the love that we have for our father. And you know, during that time when he passed on doing what he loved to do, watching his kids play basketball. He was in the stands watching the game. These times where he would just be sitting back looking like, that's my baby, that's my boy.
What was the most important message that he instilled into yourself, besides of winning in basketball? I know that he basically coached you all through your childhood and teenage years.
My father, he coached us in life. That my father, he really didn't teach us the game of basketball. My older brother more so did that. But my father, he taught us to never give if you know that you're right. If
never give up, you mean?
Never give up, but never give in to the fact of giving into majority's thoughts. Basically, if I know I didn't do something, it doesn't matter if 1 billion people say I did it. If I know I didn't do it, I didn't do it, and I'm gonna say I didn't do it.